Still Lacazette. Puts in a ball to Bergwijn. Brilliantly done for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Puts it back in. What a chance this is. Lacazette scores. And I feel bad for Spurs in this instance because they've been the better side by far. Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to episode number 9 of the Arsenal Career Mode series. And we've got a pretty big episode today. The transfer window is still open, and although we don't have much funds left in our transfer budget after we made the signing of Jonathan Tah in the last episode, with a few player sales we might just be able to bring in a few quality players, and we might need that because our form in the last episode was just horrendous. We couldn't win a single game, and I'm hoping in this episode we can bounce right back. Last episode we got knocked out by Newcastle United in the FA Cup, and also in the Premier League we suffered a huge defeat at the hands of Fulham. I think it was 3-0, and we cannot let that kind of form settle in here at Arsenal. We've got a 4-point lead in the Premier League right now, and we need to continue to either keep it or increase it. So we've got Bournemouth, West Brom and Watford in today's episode, all winnable games in my opinion, and I'm hoping we can do exactly that and get back to winning ways. And of course we've got the transfer deadline day, so a lot of transfer stuff going around as well. Should be fun. So if you guys are enjoying this Arsenal career mode, a like would be absolutely fantastic. Smash out 1,000 likes for the next episode as soon as possible, and if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content. Starting off the episode with a press conference, and we do have some really interesting questions today, and if you guys want to get involved as well, make sure to drop in your questions down in the comments section below. First press conference question of the day: why do you criticize players when you control them? I've actually seen quite a few comments like this, and even people abusing me in the comments for this. So the best way to explain it, if you've played FIFA enough, you will understand that sometimes you want to try and do something with your player in game, but the game, or basically FIFA 19 or EA, decides, well, that's not gonna happen. Let's say I take a driven shot from inside the box and I aim it perfectly in the bottom corner. Sometimes it just goes completely wide, and that is why I blame the players at times, because it is the error of the players and the game, and that's why I criticize my own players when I'm controlling them. If you've played FIFA, you will know that you are not fully in control of your players. There is definitely a random factor in a game, like the first touches of your players, that's not under your control. Even passing, you cannot like completely decide exactly where you want to make your pass and all that. That's the best way to explain it, and I know I might be harsh at times, but that's just because I'm passionate about this game and all that. So well, there you go, there's your answer. Next question: why don't you use Joshua Jacobs more often? You only use him in easy games like in the cups and versus simple teams to defeat. Well, the reason is simple. I feel like Joshua Jacobs isn't ready yet to play in all the big games. He's very good, guys, I'll be honest. He's got some cracking stats. Look at that, 82 sprint speed, decent strength and all that, good defensive stats as well. But in the last episode when we did play him, he was not good at all, especially in that game against Fulham, and I feel like he needs more time to develop, and that's when we'll be playing him in the big games. For now, let him play against the likes of Bournemouth and all those kind of teams and just develop and become a better player. That's my plan I've got for Joshua Jacobs. Hopefully next season you guys will see him more of a starting player in the big games. That's the plan. Next question: when will you promote Isaac Wright? I've actually seen so much hype from you guys about this guy because he's already 65 rated, only 17, 85 to 94 potential. The plan for me now is to keep him at the academy for as long as possible to allow him to grow into a better player, because I think he gets a +1 boost to his overall every month, and we'll continue training him, and probably towards the end of the season, once he hits around that 70 overall mark, we will promote him to the first team. That's the plan I've got for Isaac Wright, but I'm really excited to see how he performs for us, check out his weak foot skill moves and all that, so should be fun. But that's it for the press conference. Let's move on. Here's a quick season goals update, and unfortunately I have a bit of bad news, but first have a look at this. Lacazette and Aubameyang on 26 goals. Hopefully we can see more from them in today's episode. Joshua Jacobs very close to completing the Trusting the Youth challenge, and again, Youth Academy stuff is going pretty well. But then again, look at this. London is red objective. I completely forgot that Fulham are a London-based club, and in the last episode we got absolutely destroyed by them, which means we have now failed 2 objectives. London is red and silverware, which makes things a lot more difficult. We need to complete at least 3 out of these remaining 4 objectives. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a forfeit, and y'all know what the forfeit is. We will have to sell our top scorer in the next season, and our top scorer currently is Lacazette, and I don't want to see him go. So you guys know we don't really have the funds to bring in more players in the team right now. We used all our funds on Jonathan Tah, who is now one of our starting centre backs. But in case if I do want to bring in a few players, we're going to have to offload some. Iwobi, Socrates, Kolasinac, and Granit Xhaka are the players I'm willing to offload, but only for the right price. So we'll see what kind of offers we get and then decide what to do. So I'm not sure if we'll be making any transfers in this episode, hopefully at least 1 or 2. This is what I've gone for this one against Bournemouth. Lacazette captaining the team, starting up front. Aubameyang starts as well. Jonathan Tah getting another game at his new club Arsenal. Bergwijn, Hudson-Odoi all involved. But most importantly, I'm giving Joshua Jacobs a chance to perform in the first team. I'm giving Longley a bit of a rest. Let's see how this works out. Arsenal versus Bournemouth at the Emirates Stadium. Let's get back to winning ways. Oh, Wan-Bissaka did really well there. Now finds Callum Hudson-Odoi with on the attack. Hudson-Odoi laying this one off to Lacazette, and of course he's gonna score. Another assist for Hudson-Odoi and another goal for Alexandre Lacazette when we needed someone to step up and, you know, finally get us out of this slump we've been in. It's of course that man Lacazette, but I don't know if you guys saw that. Wan-Bissaka was so good there to, you know, win the ball back in a very dangerous situation, and then he played it into Hudson-Odoi, who did the rest. Lacazette gets the ball and bang, we've got the advantage now. On the attack we go again. Here's Alexandre Lacazette, finds Bergwijn. Bergwijn does well, back to Lacazette, who should score, but the keeper makes a big save there. That should have been 2-0 Arsenal. Corner for us, good delivery played in. Alexandre Lacazette from a set piece scoring, and he gets his second goal off the game. He is on fire as he makes it 2-0 against Bournemouth. We are not that great with set pieces, but I'm actually surprised that this went in. Bergwijn with a fantastic delivery into the box. Lacazette gets there first and bang, 2-0 up against Bournemouth. Not good, guys. Bournemouth might have a chance. It's Lerma shooting, but Leno makes a great save there to keep the scoreline 2-0 to Arsenal. The chance could still be on for Bournemouth. Brooks does fantastically there, and fair play Bournemouth for scoring that. That was a cracking effort from the number 20 Bournemouth player, and well, Bournemouth are back in it. It's still 2-1 to Arsenal. We've still got the advantage, but it's certainly game on. Here's Lerma, finds Joshua King. King shoots, Leno saves, but the chance could still be on for Bournemouth. And the cross comes in again. Bergwijn tracking back and defending, but then again crossing, causing us problems as Bournemouth have equalised. Things just aren't going well for Arsenal at this moment of time. I thought with Lacazette's early brace, this should be game done and dusted, but well, Bournemouth have managed to come back. Aubameyang has had another shocker, and it's time for us to bring him off and bring on Lautaro Martinez. Hopefully he can add something to the team and potentially win us this game. Back to Alexandre Lacazette, tries to open up space, finds Lautaro Martinez, and no, Begovic has saved that. How on earth aren't we in the lead there? My good God, Begovic with a stunning save from literally point blank range. One last chance, guys. One last chance. Here's Lautaro Martinez. Finds Lacazette. He's on a hat-trick. Can Lacazette score? Lacazette shoots, and he's done it, guys. In basically added time, Alexandre Lacazette has won us all 3 points in this fixture by scoring a hat-trick against the Bournemouth. A sensational hat-trick as well. The ref probably should have blown the whistle because we're basically 2 minutes extra into added time, which doesn't really make sense. But Lacazette took most of this opportunity, scoring his third of the game. A fantastic finish and basically saving us in this one. 3-2 now against Bournemouth. 3 goals coming, all from Lacazette. Lacazette taking the match ball home, completely deserved. What a performance from him. This is basically turning out to being Lacazette FC. That's how good he was in this game. Lautaro also with an impact since he came off the bench. Again, hopefully this victory, especially in this fashion, could be the start of something where we can, get back to, winning games consistently. So we have received a transfer offer for Socrates. I wasn't too convinced whether we should sell him or not, but then he's 31, he's on really high wages. Getting rid of him now and bringing someone younger on lesser wages could be the smart play. So we'll negotiate with Leicester and see how much they're willing to pay. So I'm countering with 23 million for Socrates. I feel like that is a very fair offer for someone who's 84 rated, and well, Leicester City are willing to pay that amount, which is great. Okay, this is fantastic. Socrates has been sold to Leicester and we get an additional 20 million to our budget. Okay, a very big offer coming in from West Ham for Bernd Leno, but he's been so good for me this season, I'm not interested in selling him. This is certainly interesting. Man City want Kolasinac, and the thing is, I prefer Ben Chilwell for some reason. I just enjoy him in games, so using Kolasinac won't really happen that often, and I just don't like him in game. For me, he's just too defensive for a fullback, and that's why I'm willing to negotiate with Man City to try and sell him on there and potentially bring in a new left back. So let's see how this works. So I'm countering with 35 million. If I can get 35 for Kolasinac, well, Man City, you can have him. Let's see what Pep Guardiola comes back and says, and there you go. Pep is happy with that. 35 million for Kolasinac is pretty good. So with Socrates gone, we definitely need to bring in a young centre-back who could, have an impact for us now as well as in the future. And I think Upamecano is our best bet. Now we know his overall, he's 80 rated, and we can get him for about 15 to 18 million, and that's what I'm going to try for. So let's negotiate for Upamecano and bring him in to be backup for Jonathan Tah. So if I'm not wrong, they did accept an 18 million offer last time around, and let's see if they do accept it now. Well, they want more money this time, so they want 21. What we'll do is we'll offer maybe 19 million, just see what they come back and say. I feel like 19 million is certainly fair. And there you go, RB Leipzig have accepted that. You know what? Upamecano should be worth a lot more than 19 million, but I'll take it. So these are Upamecano's demands for the contract. Rotation squad role, 4-year contract length. Will remove the bonus and accept this offer. 57,000 in wages. He wants 62, which I can't really complain. Socrates was on like 140, so this makes a lot of sense financially. We've sold an older player and brought in a young talent like Upamecano, and there you go, the signing is done and dusted. Welcome Upamecano to Arsenal. Definitely looks like a quality transfer. Upamecano to Arsenal. The 21-year-old has got some fabulous stats. He's got 89 sprint speed. How crazy is that? 90 strength, 89 jumping as well. This guy could prove to be a unit at the back. Before we dwell into more transfer stuff, we've got a game against West Brom and it's away from home, and our last game against Bournemouth was an intense one. Hopefully this could be an easier game and we can just get 3 points and move on to all the transfer business. West Brom aren't having the best of seasons. They are 15th in the league, so we are definitely expected to win this game. Also, we now have a 6-point advantage against Liverpool, which is great to see, and even Man City and West Ham, so let's keep it going. So this is how I'm setting the team up for this one against West Brom. Lautaro Martinez starts, Lacazette up front as well, captaining the team. Upamecano at the back gets his debut along with Longley. Wan-Bissaka, who was superb in the last game, plays this one as well. Hudson-Odoi and the rest of the regulars do start. Also, Aubameyang, I've dropped him down to the bench because for some reason it's just not clicking with me. So Lautaro is in decent form. Let's play him. Let's go out there and get the win against West Brom. This is not good at all. Jake Livermore with a chance and Leno makes a save. That's unbelievable there from the German, but the chance might still be on. Upamecano with an insane clearance. We are struggling in this one against West Brom, but thankfully our keeper is keeping us alive. Corner for West Brom. They've been the better side so far. Wan-Bissaka gets it away. Chilwell clears it and we somehow survive again. It's been all West Brom in this game, and in all honesty, we should be a goal down. They've been the better team. And Ndombele finds Lautaro. Now Lacazette. Now to Ndombele, back to Alexandre Lacazette, and that is beautiful football there from Arsenal. And against the run of play, we've taken the lead. Lacazette is in basically the form of his life. That is his 4th goal already in today's episode. Every goal we've scored so far in this one has come from Alexandre Lacazette. And look at the one-touch passing there. Absolutely brilliant. And Lacazette with a finish. Well, to be fair, their keeper should have done better. The ball was straight towards him. But again, the power behind that shot from Lacazette, unreal. That's a good cross coming in. And oh my goodness, Kebano scores and equalizes for West Brom just before the halftime whistle. That is possibly the best goal I've conceded in this Arsenal series. West Brom scoring a stunner. Maybe looking to put the ball back in. It goes for Torreira. Now Lacazette. Lacazette fake shot. Still Lacazette does brilliantly. Finds Lautaro Martinez. Turns and shoots. And it's in. You know what? West Brom's keeper is having a nightmarish day because He's literally been unable to save anything we've put at him. We've had 2 shots and we've literally scored from both of them. This time it's Lautaro Martinez coming in clutch with the goal, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. Aubameyang has not been in form, Lautaro has been, and it's good to see him getting this goal. Lacazette with the assist though, as we make it 2-1. Okay, so we've just got a penalty and it looks like one of the West Brom players is getting sent off. A red card for Fitzwater. Let's have a look and see what it was for. Alright, so Lautaro gets the ball, feeds it into Lacazette, and he gets clattered there inside the box. Now, I'm not sure if that was a penalty. Let's have a closer look and see, because this is an important decision, because he was even a red card. Oh, that is not a penalty, guys, and that's not even a red card, because look at that. He got the ball first, clear as day. We've been really lucky in this one. But Lacazette will take this opportunity to score a goal. Come on, Lacazette, convert. Is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? I'm going right with Lacazette, and that is a great penalty there from the Frenchman as Arsenal make it 3-1. Another brace for Alexandre Lacazette. Not good, guys, as West Brom might be getting in behind. It's a great cross coming in, and they've actually scored. West Brom are a man down and yet have managed to score. That just shows how bad I am defensively in FIFA 19. Anyways, we are still in the advantage. Let's hope we can keep it that way. And that's that for this one. A massive away victory for us against West Brom. To be fair, we've got to thank the referee for this one, because the penalty wasn't really a pen, but we still scored from that. And also, West Brom got a player sent off for that. Lacazette was again superb with a brace in this game. We march on towards the title in the Premier League. So Kolasinac has been sold to Manchester City for about 35 million. We get about 30 into our budget. Now we need to sign a left back. Oh my days, a big transfer offer coming in for Alexandre Lacazette from Manchester United. 73 million, but you guys know how important this guy is to our team. No way in hell we're selling Lacazette. Now this certainly is an interesting one. PSG have shown interest in buying Alex Iwobi for about 30 million. I feel like we can definitely get a lot more money for him, but on the second hand, I feel like we should be giving Iwobi a chance. He is a product of the Arsenal Academy, and I want to see him do well for the club. And you know what, we'll give him another 6 months at the club, give him a few games here and there and see how he performs. If he's good, well, we'll keep him. If not, next season we'll sell him for even more, because his overall should go up. That's the plan. For now, let's focus on signing a left back. So the left back I want to sign to replace Kolasinac is Junior Firpo from Real Betis. I feel like he fits the bill. He's decent going forwards, really quick, strong as well, 6 foot tall, so he can defend the crosses. This seems like a proper good transfer, so let's try and sign him from Real Betis. So after some negotiations with Real Betis, they've agreed for a fee of 24.8 million for Junior Firpo, which is something I'm willing to pay. I don't mind paying 24.8 for a quality left back like him, so let's accept the offer. So this is what I'm offering Junior Firpo: 60,000 in wages and a 600,000 signing bonus. Let's see what he comes back and says. Hopefully it's a good offer. Well, the agent wants a lot more, so let's remove the appearance bonus and submit this. 75,000 in wages and a 700,000 signing bonus, and there you go. Junior Firpo agrees with that, and we've improved our defense a lot by signing him. Our second signing, if I'm not wrong, of this window. There you go, our new transfer, Junior Firpo. In fact, this is the third signing we've made in this window after Tar and Upamecano, so we've really improved our defense this season. He's already 81 rated. He's gonna give stiff competition to, of course, our man Ben Chilwell, which is great, because at this kind of club, you need to have competition for places. He's got great attacking stats already with 83 crossing and all that. Defensively looks good. Can't wait to try him out. So we've got one more Premier League game before the transfer deadline day, and let's get it out of the way. Right now, Man City are 3 points behind us, but we do have a game in hand, so let's go out there and beat Watford. They're not doing that well in the league, so this should be a game we should be winning. This is how I've got Arsenal lined up for this one against Watford. Again, I've put Aubameyang on the bench because Lacazette and Lautaro have formed a really good partnership and they're working well. Makes sense to start them up front. Apart from that, you've got Hudson-Odoi and Dombele all starting. Wan-Bissaka gets the nod ahead of Maitland-Niles, and also Junior Firpo making his Arsenal debut. Super excited about that. Leno in goal, of course. Let's get into this one and get the win. This is not good news. Our defense has been opened up. What on earth was Wan-Bissaka doing? It's a chase for Tar. gets beat pretty easily, and it's a big chance for Watford. Again, Leno up to the mark, making a great save. Lacazette on the attack now. Lacazette finds space, shoots and scores. The kind of form Alexandre Lacazette is in, he can touch anything and it's going to end up in a goal. Arsenal make it 1-0 against Watford, and I must say this has also come against the run of play. It's been all Watford so far. We've had one quality chance and Lacazette, in fact this was a half chance and Lacazette still put it in. It's actually incredible how good Lacazette has been. That is his 6th goal in this episode already. Corner for us, it's Bergwijn to take, good delivery into the box, and Jonathan Tah with the header. I thought that was going to be his first goal for the club, who tries to turn his man, does so successfully, goes down inside the box, and that is going to be a penalty. And this time I'm sure that was a penalty. I mean, it was a proper bad challenge, and now Lacazette gets a chance to add to his goal tally. Chance to make it 2-0 against David Ospina. What's Lacazette gonna do? Goes right again and scores again. Arsenal make it 2-0 against Watford, and Alexandre Lacazette just cannot stop scoring. Let's bring on Aubameyang for the remainder of this game to see if he can, get back into form. And also, I'm going to bring on Xhaka for Torreira, giving us a bit more control in midfield. And also Maitland-Niles for Wan-Bissaka. Good ball played in. Torre with the header, and Watford get a consolation goal, I suppose. Basically, after the 90th minute, no chance they're going to score another one. It was a difficult game against Watford. They did pose a lot of threat, but Lacazette came through yet again as Arsenal pick up all 3 points. A big episode for us, guys. We managed to win every single game in this one, which is absolutely fantastic. So it is transfer deadline day, but I'm done with all my business. We've signed Tah, Upamecano and Junior Firpo. We've really improved our defense in this window, so I'm really happy with how things have gone. And I'm happy with the team we've got right now. No need to make any more signings on deadline day. Now we'll be making signings next season and possibly to improve our attack. That's the plan. But for now, I'm really happy with this Arsenal side. Let's take a look at some of the other top deals going around in the window. Tolisso to Liverpool, Harry Maguire to Spurs, and apart from that, Kimpembe to Chelsea. Very interesting. But that's deadline day done. We're done with all transfers for this season. And hopefully with this team that we've got right now, we can win the Premier League this season. So we've got a monthly scouting update, and Harvey Moore looks like a baller. 6'4", 76 to 94 potentially. Looks like a defensive player. 53 to 71 overall already. This guy looks insane, and of course we're gonna sign him up to our academy. No one else looks that impressive. Unfortunately, Pierre Cartier, who was supposed to be the next Henry for us, well, he's not gonna be that because his potential has dropped down to 77 and 91, which means we're gonna have to release him. Now, Laurent Beaumont is our only hope. 75 to 94. Hopefully he'll have the potential required to complete that objective. But Isaac Wright continues to look amazing. 87 to 93, and Harvey Moore, a centre-back with ridiculous stats. Imagine him and Joshua Jacobs at the back for us. That'd be brilliant. 76 to 94 potential. And this guy has got, of course, insane physical stats, which is great to see. Next episode, though, is going to be nuts because we've got games against Man City and Chelsea. And yeah, 4 games in the next episode. We'll be wrapping the month of February, and hopefully by the end of the next one, we'll still be top of the Premier League. That game against City is definitely going to be a challenging one. Here's a quick season goals update. Well, Youth Academy stuff not going too well, as Pierre Cartier has turned out to be below average, so we're not going to sign him up. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to complete the next Henry challenge, although Aubameyang and Lacazette firing on all cylinders. Pretty much Lacazette with 33 goals, and also Joshua Jacobs just 1 game away from completing the objective. And also Lacazette is currently at the top of the Golden Boot rankings, which is nice. So not that bad of an episode for our season goals. Before we end off the episode, though, it is time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode. And of course, Alexandre Lacazette is nominated. The amount of goals he scored in this episode is just obscene. 7 goals in 3 games. The kind of form he's in right now, it's just insane. So he's been nominated. Your second nominee is going to actually be our goalkeeper. And even though we didn't really keep a clean sheet in this episode, I thought Leno made some crucial saves in crucial moments, and that's why he's nominated. So those 2 are your nominees, Lacazette or Leno. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either of them. And that's that for today's episode. We've wrapped up the transfer window. Our squad is looking really good now, and I'm ready for the rest of the season. Next episode onwards, we've got some big games against top teams like City and Chelsea. I can't wait for it. Should be a lot of fun. But if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, I would really appreciate a like on this one. subscribe if you're watching my content for the very first time, and I'll see you guys next time.